Hello, it's live again from Clifton Market for the next 90 minutes, everything Clifton. Let's get the sign out of the way here. There's always a place here for you, and we talk about everything Clifton, and today's a big day. See you, Michelle. We have a lot of things going on. The Clifton Community Fund dinner is tonight, and there's an open house at the fire department from 1 to 5 p.m., so it's going on right now. Howdy, thanks for shopping. So I'll just go ahead and read some of the news. The Clifton Community Annual Dinner is today. It's in support of the Clifton community. The Clifton Community Fund beautifies the neighborhood, and their biggest thing that they've been doing is to paint the utility boxes. So every time you go around and see a painted community utility box, that's part of the Clifton Community Fund. Kip Egan has been working on that, and we've got a few more boxes to do. There was 2 more put online recently, and the thing about the utility boxes is that once they're painted, the taggers don't tag them. They respect art. They don't respect. Howdy, welcome to Clifton Market. Hello. Are you UC students? You can get 10% off. Yeah, you just have to go out in that kiosk back there, that blue one, and you pick up one of the Bear Cash flyers, and then in the first page there's 10% off with a student ID and the coupon. So you're welcome. I'm broadcasting live on YouTube right now. If you want to say something, you can sit down here and do whatever you like. Howdy, welcome to Clifton Market. So going back to the Community Fund dinner, it's at the Cincinnati Women's Club at 330 Lafayette Avenue. It starts today at 6:30. There's going to be an art auction and music. I don't know if you can make reservations now, but I don't have a connection for it. I suppose you could go to the Clifton Community Fund page on Facebook and see if they have a link. We'll get to that later. It says this year we celebrate the founding of Clifton in 1850, and you can dine from our 1850 style menu with 3 entree choices. We have live music plus art and entertainment auction items to fit all interest and budgets. Tickets are $110, and all proceeds go towards more projects to make Clifton a beautiful place to live. And with the Cincinnati Fire Department, it has an open house. The Clifton Firehouse, along with all other stations, is holding an open house today from 1 to 5 p.m. Meet your neighborhood firefighters and take a tour. Taste their firehouse chili and take a selfie and post to social media using the hashtag CFD Open House for a chance to win a fire department t-shirt. So that's on the front page. I get all these notices by going to cliftoncommunity.org and signing up for their newsletters. Occasionally they send out a pretty significant newsletter, and I just copy it, put it in a text document, and read it on the broadcast. So they've recently added a daily update on crime statistics on the cliftoncommunity.org site. Hey, buddy. We're live again. There today also is an event sponsored by Sean Mullaney in Camp Washington. It's called Made in Camp. It's from 12 to 5 p.m. today. There'll be tube benders, printers, builders, welders, painters, and more. And then Eyes on Camp Music Fest from 5 to 8 p.m. Rick Millette, he's a Clifton artist, has just completed his contribution, a 18 by 33 foot mural, and it's his first attempt with spray paint. And drop by from 12 to 8 p.m. at your convenience. The address is 2868 Colerain Avenue. So it's in Camp Washington, right across the Hopple Street Viaduct. Take a left, and then go into the... Take care, thank you. And over there on the old 2868 Colerain Avenue is a building, and it's Made in Camp. 12 to 8 p.m. Of course, we had Clifton Fest last weekend, and this weekend we also have wonderful weather, just fantastic, perfect for... Hello? There's going to be an old house maintenance program sponsored by the Cincinnati Preservation Association. It's Saturday, October 20th, next weekend, at 10 a.m. at the Westwood First Presbyterian Church, 3011 Harrison Avenue in Westwood. You can GPS the parking lot for 3331 Koenig Avenue, Coenig Avenue, and parking available in this rear lot off Koenig Avenue. It's a... Hello, welcome to Clifton Market. It's Old House Maintenance. Keep your home in top condition. Presented by Ken Uses of Decorative Restorations. Hello, welcome to Clifton Market.
Hi.
I'm live on YouTube if you want to sit down and say hello. It's a vast audience here in Clifton. Regular maintenance is the old house owner's secret weapon. Hello, welcome to Clifton Market. Oh, hey Pete, hey. Save time, money, and original detailing. Don't let minor issues turn into big repair bills. Multiple award-winning. Hello, welcome to Clifton Market. Don't let minor issues turn into big repair bills. Multiple award-winning restoration contractor Hughes will cover 6 major areas of maintenance for old houses, including exterior masonry, siding, roof, and gutters, windows, and porches. You'll also learn how to inspect your house to check for damage. Winter approaching, learn how to keep your house in top shape year-round. Hughes has more than 25 years of experience in preservation. He is the owner of Decorative Restorations, a firm specializing in historically appropriate design and the restoration and repair of historic structures. Admission is free, but reservations are required. Call 513-721-460. 513-21. I'll get this yet. 513-721-4506, extension 11, or you can email at info@cincinnatipreservation.org. Take care. So it's 513-721-4506, extension 11, or info@cincinnatipreservation.org. There's going to be a Uptown career info session. Uptown Institutions will be holding a career information session for work-ready attendees. Participating will be Children's Hospital, the University of Cincinnati, UC Health, Cincinnati Zoo, Tri-Health, and Uptown Hospitality Businesses. Location is the Hampton Inn at 3024 Short Vine Street, Wednesday, November 7th, from 6 to 7:30 p.m. Hey, Matt. Hey, I'm live on YouTube. Sit down and say hello.
Thank you.
Oh, good, good. We'll just sit here with it.
Yeah, awesome.
There we are. You can introduce yourself.
Hey, I'm Matt. I'm a 48-year Clifton resident.
Well, you're gonna.
Here's my membership card, so I'm a member, part owner, I guess, on the co-op. And
Yes, yes.
Thanks for having me. I've been enjoying Ludlow today.
Well, it's a fantastic Saturday, and
That's great.
last week it was fantastic too.
Yeah.
So
my son has one of the chalk drawings right in front of the barber, so he did the barber's chalk drawings
Oh, cool.
at Clifton Fest. So it was awesome.
Yeah, I've been seeing your son doing his bike in the parking lot.
Yeah,
He's getting really good at it.
He is. He's working a lot. So.
It's amazing how people go up, and
Yep.
pretty soon he'll be driving.
He's got his temps, but yeah, it's worrisome. So, yeah.
Well, talk about worrisome is the market.
Yeah. Yep.
It's in a real struggle now.
I know. We were at Clifton Fest. We were talking to the beer guy. I can't remember his name. He goes to beer purchases here.
Yeah, Jimmy.
And myself and Mike, one of the neighbors, and so we were talking to him and just different thoughts. And I know everyone that works here hears everyone's thoughts in Clifton as to what the market could or should be doing differently. And what it really comes down to is people that live in Clifton need to come shop here.
That's so true. And as since I started my broadcast at the last open shareholders meeting, I thought maybe it might show some sort of an uptick, but
Yeah.
actually there's been a decline.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. It's kind of tough. So I was I live a few blocks away. I came down. I went to CVS because I needed a special weird battery that they have.
Mm-hmm.
Went to Arlen's and had a beer. And now I'm at the market getting a few things to make dinner tonight, and I'm going to stop at the hardware on the way home, and that's what Ludlow's about. And if the market wasn't here, I'd have to get in my car and drive
that's
somewhere,
true.
which
That's true.
no one wants to do.
No, I wish we could sell that over, but in lieu of that, I'm expecting a meatloaf to come out of the oven back here that has
Yeah.
Jesus on it.
Yeah, well, that would bring people in.
And
Yeah.
I believe the Virgin
Yeah.
Mary can appear in the bakery.
You know what? In fact, I'm pretty sure that I saw her representation last week when I was here, earlier in the week.
Well,
So I wish they would have saved that cut of the ham.
That's true. We should
they
have
didn't.
saved that.
Yes.
I need something to go viral
Yeah.
on the web.
Yeah.
But your appearance here is like a celebrity of Clifton.
A very
you're
low level.
You're like a sub George
I'm a-
Clooney.
Quite sub, yeah.
So-
We both have gray hair, so yeah.
We need that kind of.
Yeah.
I suggested that we have picketers or people with picket signs out front, all 24 hours a day.
Like positive picketers.
Positive
though.
picketers.
Okay.
Like supporters.
Supporters, not picketers. Yeah, picketing's bad.
I know I haven't really come up with that word. And
I think, supporter, cheerleaders. Or something
I said I'd do the yard signs. I
Yeah.
mean, I would do their signs.
for holding them up. Yeah.
Yeah, their support signs.
Well, your signs are all over the place.
Well, that's true, and
So
they've
it's
been. But once again, all those yard signs I put out in January failed to do anything for the store.
So I guess one of the things is for people to think about. Well, what would happen to? What would they feel about Clifton if there wasn't a market here? Because I think a lot of people, that live in Clifton, and I'm just talking to them, they like the fact that there's a market here, but they don't necessarily shop here. But how would they feel about their neighborhood if there wasn't a market here, even though they're not using it? And they'd probably feel as though their property values would go down a bit, their ability to walk to the store along with all the other great stuff on Ludlow would decline, even though they're not doing it. And so really all they got to do is just
Shop.
come here. And we know that there's issues with, a lot of the, some of the shelves are a bit barren right now, but and it needs a recovery phase that isn't, it's going to take a lot.
Well, in the past, I said we need a third more, and now we need 300% more.
Yeah.
Well, every week it gets tougher.
Even worse
for the community to come together.
To regain. Yeah. So, but the cool thing is that when you talk to the people that work here, and I think they're still hiring in the deli. Last time I was here a few days ago, they were looking for deli help. So everyone that works here is dedicated to a community, a local grocery, and there is not another single grocery in Cincinnati that I can think of that people are really dedicated to this sort of setup. And you go to Kroger's, which is, there's a lot of horrid things there. There's the beer guy, yeah. I hate the Kennard Kroger's. I've sworn that I'm not going back there. It's just, it's crazy. And then, the one up on Short Vine, I don't want to go there. You walk in and it looks nice, and then you get right behind the niceness, and you're like, holy crap, this is an ugly grocery store. And no one that works here seems to really care at all.
True.
And so, when you think about shopping local, it's also about people that care about working there, and they like their jobs, and they want to, I don't know. I've been coming here since, when I was 6 years old. My mom would give me $1, and I'd come down and get a gallon of milk and run home with it, and I'm still here. So many years later.
I know. It's kind of strange the way the market is represented by the community. In many ways, it's almost like Clifton versus the market.
Yeah.
There's a vast majority it's me against the market. I don't know. I just can't understand it.
Yeah, I don't either. When you've been here a long time. When people in Clifton rally together, they do whatever they want because they make it successful. So my dad many years ago rallied against the Wendy's moving into the Esquire, which is right across the street from us.
Yes.
And he was one of the leaders of that pact of Cliftonites that fought a drive-through or a fast food restaurant. That wouldn't have been a drive-through, but
yes.
A fast food restaurant right here on Ludlow Avenue. And yes. We are probably 35 years after that, thereabouts. And, what would have happened if a Wendy's went in there? Well, it would have been horrible. Ludlow would be such a different spot. And what would happen if Clifton Market became something other than a market? It's probably not what we want. And, for those of us that are longtime Clifton residents that own houses here, but also, all the college students that live here, right? I own some rental properties, and man, I just rented one of my apartments a few weeks ago, and the guy moved from another area in Cincinnati, very close to here, but because he wanted to be able to walk to things.
Yes.
And one of the things he wanted to be able to walk to was a grocery store.
Yes.
And so my ability to rent my apartments also hinges on this. And there's a lot of people in Clifton that own some rental properties. I only own one, but just a little one. But there's also a lot of renters,
yes.
right? And if you're a college student here, and you can't walk to your grocery right here after you get off the bus from coming home from UC or whatever you're doing, that's kind of miserable. They got a great beer selection here. Mm-hmm. The meat market is rocking. You can get excellent fish here. Mm-hmm. The standard groceries right now, they got to refill the shelves, but they can only do that, I think, if more people start shopping here, a lot more, because we're, from my understanding, that we're in an emergent phase of the market right now.
Yes, our lenders and our loaners have extended themselves, waiting for the community.
Yeah.
And now it's at a point where we have to have the community. No amount of money will solve this problem.
Yeah.
You just can't substitute support.
Right. You can do a bailout, but you also need that you're a voter, that purge pump to continue the effort. And yeah, we need some people to just shop.
It's really a conundrum. I can't see what's. I'll be here broadcasting through the whole process.
All right.
So you can always check back and see.
I will.
What's going on?
I will. I'm going to go do my grocery
Yes,
shopping right
you,
now
because
I got some things cooking. So yeah.
Super,
thank you. Love your effort.
Thank you.
That's awesome.
It's a lot of fun.
Yep.
I always wanted to do these broadcasts. I never thought it would be like this.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it should be more festive.
Yes, more festive. Yeah, I need to have like a Jerry Springer show here.
Oh, there you go.
I need like two wrestling people, like he and she. I told you not to go there. That I demand you smoke.
Maybe you actually need Jerry Springer.
We need Jerry Springer.
I bet, you know what? If you could get Jerry Springer to do one of his podcast shows here, that would be awesome.
That's right. He does a podcast.
He does. And he does it at a coffee house down in,
Yes.
Right across the river.
I'm going to make a note about
I
that.
bet you could do that.
No, that's an excellent idea.
I bet if you figured out who knows the people, you should make note of that. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, this is good.
That's a great idea. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Cool. All right.
Thank you very much, Matt.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, that's good. I mean, Jerry Springer, our former mayor, and now he has a show on TV, has a podcast that he does. And this is sort of like a podcast, so we can get him to come here and do his podcast here. That might help quite a bit. Howdy, welcome to Clifton Market. Good, good. I'm live on YouTube if you want to sit down and say hello. Okay, all right. Well, thank you very much. I guess we were talking about the info, the Uptown Career info sessions. The Uptown institutions will be holding a career information session for work-ready attendees participating in the career info sessions will be Children's Hospital, University of Cincinnati, UC Health, Cincinnati Zoo, Tri-Health, Uptown Hospitality Businesses. And it's at the Hampton Inn at 3024 Short Vine, Wednesday, November 7th. Take care. From 6 to 7:30 p.m. Cincy Flags is a City of Cincinnati grant-funded project seeking to professionally design a unique flag for each of Cincinnati's 52 neighborhoods. With your input, they hope to capture the distinct character and identity in each of the neighborhoods to reinforce local pride and instill. Ellie, welcome Clifton Market. To reinforce local pride and instill in everyone a better sense of place. Part of the design process does include presentation at the CTM meeting, so we look forward to that happening in the future. Let's, hey Garrett, you want to come and say hello? No, I'm sorry, I should have taken it back. I was remiss, and you'll have to punish me later. CTM is seeking candidates for trustee to run for positions during the 12/13/2018 elections of Clifton Town Meeting Board. If you think you might enjoy serving as a trustee, please email contact ctm@cliftoncommunity.org by October 20th. They will send a more detailed single topic email out over this weekend. We have that. We'll be reading that later. A group of Clifton volunteers has organized 2 October pop-up puppy parties. The next event is October 29th. Oh, I'm sorry. The next event is Monday. Howdy, welcome to Clifton Market.
How you doing?
This is Monday, October 22nd, from 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. at Clifton Plaza in the Business District. You can bring a puppy or a full-grown dog, or you can just show up and play with the dogs. You can also just talk with people who brought their dogs. This is a fun, casual event that depends on good weather. You can monitor their Facebook event, and that's the Clifton Pop-Up Puppy Parties. And they will have a special Halloween pop-up puppy party on Monday, October 29th from 5:30 to 7:30. Here's the extensive word about being a trustee for Clifton Town Meeting. We are seeking candidates to run for trustee positions during the election is going to be December 3rd at the Clifton Rec Center. As CTM is Clifton's Neighborhood Community Council. As such, CTM seeks to understand the interest of Clifton residents, take care, and to represent those interests with the city of Cincinnati. In addition, CTM supports a wide range of events and projects to help make Clifton a great place to live, work, and play. Examples include Holidays on Ludlow, the Memorial Day Parade and Grill Out, Clifton Fest. Take care, thank you. Clifton House Tour, and the upgrade of infrastructure for pedestrian safety. As a trustee, you will share your voice and skills regarding community events, beautification projects, and issues related to education, safety, transportation, business development, and housing and zoning. You will also have the opportunity to collaborate with other organizations such as Uptown Consortium, the CCAC, Tri-Health, Invest in Neighborhoods, Clifton Business and Professional Association, and Clifton Community Fund. The trustee expectations are to serve a 3-year term, to attend and participate in monthly CTM meetings, to serve on at least one CTM committee, to be informed about issues that affect Clifton. If you are interested in becoming a CTM trustee, please email contact ctm@cliftoncommunity.org no later than October 20th. Provide a telephone number if possible, and they will email you more information. And they would also like to call you to answer any questions you have. You must have a current CTM membership at the time of the election. Memberships are available to Clifton residents. Hello, welcome to Clifton Market.
Thank you.
Clifton property owners, and memberships are available to Clifton residents, Clifton property owners, and operators of businesses in Clifton. By October 23rd, you must submit a biographical summary of 40 words or of 400 words or less, so that voters can learn about you. They will email you examples from past elections. If you'd like to join our energetic, committed group of CTM trustees, please contact us soon. So it's at contact ctm@cliftoncommunity.org. The elections for new officers will be December 3rd, and the bios will be published in the Clifton Chronicle to come out by December 1st. We're going to really try hard to make sure it's a few days, at least a week ahead of December 3rd, so that everybody can read the bios in the print edition of the Clifton Chronicle. It's mailed to 4,500 residents in Clifton. They're still performing the Hazardous Waste Collection Program. Hamilton County Recycling and Solid Waste District is sponsoring a weekly hazardous waste collection program. You likely have many items that can be taken to this weekly drop-off. It's at the Environmental Enterprises, Inc. at 4600 Spring Grove Avenue, Cincinnati, Ohio, 45232. It's on Thursdays from 1 to 7 p.m. till November 15th. The guidelines are Hamilton County residents only must show proof of residency. No business or commercial establishments or nonprofits permitted to participate. Only drop off during designated hours. No cost to residents. This program is funded by Hamilton County Recycling and Solid Waste District. Howdy, thanks for shopping Clifton Market. No customers. Acceptable items are antifreeze, batteries of all kinds, cleaners, driveway sealer, fire extinguishers, fluorescent bulbs, gasoline and motor oil, lawn and tool chemicals, mercury, oxygen and helium cylinders, pesticides, fertilizers, propane tanks, solvents, thinners, oil-based paints and stains, thermostats, and tar. Unacceptable items are antifreeze, batteries of all kinds, cleaners. Unacceptable items are appliances, computers, electronics, explosives, ammunition, fireworks, gunpowder, garbage, latex paint, medical waste, prescription drugs, radioactive materials, roofing materials, smoke detectors, tires, unmarked and inoperable cylinders, yard trimmings, and latex paint. If you have unacceptable materials, visit the Hamilton County Recycling and Solid Waste Recycling and Reuse Outlets webpage. The Clifton Chronicle deadline is coming up. If you want to tell the community something newsworthy, take care. Thank you for shopping. Wednesday, October 24th, is the editorial deadline for the summer issue of the Clifton Chronicle for events from December 1st through March 1st of next year. Please write an article. Articles in the online version can be longer and have color pictures. Print articles have black and white photos. Howdy, welcome to Clifton Market. We're live on YouTube. If you want to say hello.
Sure.
Yeah, sit right here and you can introduce yourself. Super. There we are right there.
Hello.
And what brings you to Clifton Market?
I'm just coming to pick up some kombucha.
Oh, cool. And are you a UC student?
I graduated about a year and a half ago, and I live just down there on the intersection of Ludlow and Clifton Avenue.
Oh, great. Well, you came to school here and you stayed.
Yeah.
Are you from here?
Yeah. I grew up in the west side in Colerain.
Oh, cool. Well, I broadcast every day here when I can, and we talk about everything Clifton.
Okay.
Were you here for Clifton Fest?
Yeah. I did go see a little bit of it. I was only able to see about 10 minutes of it. But it was really nice. That's why I moved down here just a couple months ago, because I love the sense of community. And yeah.
Well, great. Well, we'll have to make you a little button. You want a button?
Sure.
Well, good. What's your name again?
Jamie.
Jamie. Jamie?
Yes.
Oh, good. Here, I'll make you one of my fancy buttons.
Sure.
See if I can do this right.
Yeah, I saw your posts on Reddit.
Oh, good.
I haven't watched any of the videos, but I saw that you've been doing this, and I was just kind of curious.
Well, I've been doing this ever since the market is getting to be in a struggle.
Yeah.
And I decided that it would be the best thing. They wanted to reach out and reach people in Clifton.
Yeah.
And I realized that this is probably the best way to do it.
Yeah, I think it's great. It's great.
But what I've learned is that we haven't had any improvement in sales.
Oh, really?
So things are really getting desperate here. And there you go. There's your special Jamie badge.
Oh, well, thank you.
But we're trying to find the magic bullet to bring people into the store and support it. But the community hasn't embraced the store.
I think it all just kind of comes down to restocking the shelves and making sure there's enough product for people to buy things. And I know it's hard when you're financial trouble to try and restock shelves, but it should be very much a effort to do that above all else things if you really want to improve your sales and if you want a community to embrace it.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's true. We've always had a struggle with the community supporting the store from the get-go, and it's kind of shocking. But there's so many choices in Cincinnati.
Yeah.
It's hard to get people to rally around a walkable neighborhood?
I think we're just kind of stuck in Kroger land right here. There's one Kroger in Coreyville, just a mile up the road. There's one Kroger in
Kennard.
St. Bernard there.
Right.
So it's just kind of difficult to compete against a large, national grocery chain trying to do the same type of things, because you can't offer the same types of things at that price, because they can take loss leaders and they can take lower margins because they sell more, which
Yes.
it creates a very difficult situation for smaller community markets.
Absolutely, and we're right in the middle of it. It's like a real battle, but we haven't bottomed out yet.
Yeah.
What was your specialty in UC that you graduated in?
I went to school for Asian studies, so I studied Japanese language, culture, and also did international business as a minor. And right now I'm currently trying to switch over to an IT field. I just came back from the Ohio Development Fest, or Developer Fest, at Tangent Center. It was very cool, very insightful. It makes me want to get into that field even more.
Well, did you go to Japan and work?
Yeah, well, I went to Japan as like a study abroad. I was there for a year studying in a city called Nagoya, which is one of the larger cities, but no one knows about it because there's no tourism.
Right.
Yeah.
Is it on the, let's see, is it on the west side of Japan?
It's kind of hard to say. Like, it's caught right in the middle of Japan, really. It's about 6 hours south of Tokyo by bus and 3 hours north from Kyoto. It's Nagoya is right next to a city called Toyotashi, which is where Toyota manufacturing came from.
Wow. Well, I guess now that Toyota's moved down to Georgetown, didn't they move their headquarters down there too?
They moved to Texas.
Texas,
Right.
I know we had a big presence here for a while.
Yeah, I mean, Toyota still has their main manufacturing in
Georgetown?
yeah, is it Georgetown? I can't. I used to go there all the
believe
time
so.
for a job that I had. I
believe.
can't remember exactly where. All their manufacturing's there. It's just all their, offices. All of that moved to Texas because they wanted to consolidate into one large building. And also, I think Kentucky tried to increase taxes or something, and
I see. Darn it.
yeah, something along those lines. I'm not sure. But,
Well, I hope you can continue using your Japanese.
well, my wife is Japanese.
Oh.
So I try and use it with her, but I really made it important that she learns English and that I not try and use Japanese as much as possible. So I've certainly fallen off a bit on it, but
That's great. That's great. We loved Japan when we visited.
Oh, really? When did you go?
Well, we went to Tokyo, Kyoto. We went to
Okay.
Narita,
Oh, Narita,
Narita,
right next to the airport.
and just spent some time with friends.
Okay.
It was our Asian tour. We went to Hong Kong too, and China.
Oh, wow, that's amazing.
So it's just a typical roundabout, try to catch everything.
Did you like it?
Oh
Enjoy it?
yes. It's amazing how you're as a tourist, you really study Japanese culture, and in many ways you know more than some of the Japanese.
Yeah.
You get really excited about 3,500 years of continuous culture.
Yeah.
But the regular Japanese, they go to work, they come home, they're not really so excited about their culture, although it is tremendously sustaining,
Yeah.
and it's revered by culture.
Yeah.
The cultured people are not everybody. There's average Joe is just average Joe, whether he's Japanese or Chinese.
Yeah,
or
that's kind of how it
American.
is. I guess anywhere in the world, if you're,
Yeah, people come to Cincinnati,
Yeah.
and the tourists, they read everything about Cincinnati, and they know more than the people they're visiting.
yeah, yeah, that's very true.
So-
I'm sure, like, a lot of people in Cincinnati don't know about, like, the rich German brewing history, but there's people outside of Cincinnati that are that know full well of it.
Right, exactly. That's true. It's like it's just, well, there's history everywhere.
Yeah. Well,
Thank you very much, Jamie.
Yeah.
Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah. So I really hope that the Clifton market survives. I come here all the time. It's the main reason why I moved over here, is having this nice sense of community and having a market within walking distance. I just hope that things kind of turn around. I think the most important thing is just trying to get the shelves stocked, and doing anything that it takes to get there.
Right.
So I hope they kind of figure it out.
Yeah, we're looking for a miracle.
Yeah.
We need Jesus to appear.
I know that I've heard.
Or Bono to appear, or George Clooney or something.
Yeah, I know that I've heard that they were trying to sell the building.
That's true.
And that would help a lot of things, especially getting the shelf stocked.
Yes. But over time, we've stocked the shelves over and over by having an influx of money. But what always fails is community support. It's the community. Without the community, we have no store. We could get 40,000 and stock the shelves, but a week later, we're back to square one.
Yeah.
It's, in many ways, it's sort of like Clifton versus the market. If that makes any sense at all, it doesn't seem to make any sense.
I can't imagine that.
I don't know. But anyway, we have a lot of choices in Cincinnati, and
Yeah.
it's easy to get in your car and go to Whole Foods.
Yeah, that's true. All right, well, thank you, sir.
Thank you, Jay. Thank you, Jamie. Super. That was fantastic. Thank you, Jamie. That's a great review. I'm sorry to be a curmudgeon about the importance of the community support, but part of the think tank here is to try to brainstorm how to jumpstart the community support. So it says going back to the news from CTM sends out an email. If you go to cliftoncommunity.org and sign up for their email, you'll get a occasional email with everything Clifton, and one of them is the Honeysuckle Hit Squad returns. The Honeysuckle Hit Squad will return with Cincinnati Parks Department staff and others to Burnett Woods to remove more of the honeysuckle invasive species that has been crowding out native plants. Please consider volunteering for some time for this event, as more hands allow for more removal. Bring gloves and water, and wear sturdy shoes. Lockers will be provided. There will be 2 events in November, from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Saturday, November 3rd and November 17th. Thank you. Take care. Meet at the Trailside Nature Center in Burnett Woods. Somebody was telling me the other day, when you lop off a honeysuckle, you need to put some powder on the root stuff, and it will kill the root. So I'm sure that they have that there. We already went over the hazardous waste collection. The Clifton Cultural Arts Center has moved out of the Clifton School and is now in temporary offices on Short Vine, 2728 Short Vine Street, Cincinnati, Ohio 45219. Their phone number is 513-497-2860. The CCAC continues to hold classes, exhibits, and events in uptown areas, at various locations. Please check out the website, upcoming events. We'll get to that later when we go to the web. Fix It Cincinnati. In the old days, you used to just call 513-591-6000 to ask the city to do anything from street cleaning, trash collection. Howdy. But now they have an app. Fix It Cincinnati. Everyone has the opportunity to report issues to the city administration that need to be corrected or request a service. This could mean replacing a sign, fixing a pothole, removing graffiti, getting large and bulky trash items picked up, reporting a bicycle incident, and reporting a pedestrian incident. These are just a small sample of what can be requested. The city provides an app for your smartphone on iPhone or Google Store. Howdy, welcome to Clifton Market. You can, so I suppose you'll go to iPhone or Google Store and Google Cincinnati app. Many of your neighbors have had success reporting things. Please give it a try to resolve things that you observe. So there's also a Cincinnati street sweeping. The city of Cincinnati sweeps the streets of Clifton on Wednesdays. The northern parts, take care, thank you. The northern parts are swept on the first, even house numbers, and the third, odd house numbers on Wednesday. Southern parts are swept on the second, even house numbers, and the fourth on odd house numbers on Wednesday. Howdy, welcome to Clifton Market. You can look up your address to get your schedule by going to the City of Cincinnati website. Street sweeping is more effective if no cars are parked on the side of the street being swept. Please strive to provide a clear path on Wednesdays. Clifton Town Meeting is always looking for volunteers on a variety of committees, including beautification, public safety, transportation, parks, arts and culture, and also in event planning and production. Email us your interest so we can get you connected, and that's contact ctm@cliftoncommunity.org. Hell, welcome to Clifton Market. There's going to be a candidates night sponsored by Clifton Town Meeting. Hello, thanks for coming. Take care. CTM is organizing a candidates night out October 16th from 7 to 9 p.m. at the Clifton Rec Center. All candidates on the November ballot are invited. We also expect to have a nonpartisan presentation on all the issues that will be on the ballot. CTM is seeking volunteers to organize this event. Howdy, welcome to Clifton Market. Go to contact ctm@cliftoncommunity.org to learn more. The Lantern Walk is coming up. It's the Sunday after Halloween. The evening of November 11th is the current planned date for the Lantern Walk, a long-standing Clifton event. We will, more details to come. There will be a lantern making event. Thank you. A lantern making event on November 10th. That's Saturday evening. That is open to the entire community to be held at Fairview German Language School. So that is the way to do it. The Fairview Clifton German Language School opens up its art department for everybody to make lanterns. So that's all we have here at on that. I think I need to. Oh, can you get me a copy of CityBeat, please? Oh, thank you. I'll look up the music lineup. Oh, great. Great, Dakota. Here, you can stop down and say hello. Just give a shout out. Here's Dakota.
Hello.
A master Clifton Market man.
I wish.
How many departments do you work in?
I work in a total of 3.
3.
And now 4.
4.
Yeah, because they just trained me on cash register.
Great, great. Well, you do the meat, you do the deli, you do the cash register, and
then grocery.
And the grocery. So, thank you very much, Dakota.
Yeah.
Anything,
Thank you.
Anything new and exciting happen here?
Exciting.
Did you have to wrestle anybody to the ground, run down the street?
Nah. That's all Lark's job.
Oh, Lark's job.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're talking about the how do you describe them? The people that walk out without paying.
The rude people, the very rude people that decided they just don't want to pay for things now.
Well, it happens
right.
everywhere.
Yeah, it does. It definitely does. We just happen to be close to the heart of Cincinnati, so.
That's true. one of the CVS employees came in here and was letting the people know about people in the store that they had trouble with up there too.
I'm glad they did.
Yeah,
'cause
so
it's nice to know
it's a real
who's
community.
going to be coming in and doing it. We've kind of narrowed it down too. Usually seems to be the same people that try and come back. So
Oh, I understand.
yeah.
Well, it's a desperate situation they're in. I'm sure it's
Yeah.
not easy.
No, I can only, I only imagine what that person goes through as well. So it's I don't pass any judgment on them.
No.
It's people do it. It happens all the time. There's plenty of people that do it, don't get caught. So
Right.
you never know.
Right.
Yeah, it is. I am enjoying meat cutting. Meat cutting is a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
I certainly admire your skills.
Thank you.
I keep on thinking of field cleaning a deer.
Yep.
And the first time it'll take me like 4 hours, maybe 6 hours.
Yeah.
And then once you do it,
Yeah, the
who
first
knows
time it took me about 5 hours.
5 hours.
Yeah.
So
And I did that with somebody else. He kind of helped me out. He was just pointing it all out for me. But it took me about 5 hours.
so it's a sharp blade and quick action. And
Yeah. Yeah.
Everything gets done lickety split.
Yeah, I just dealt with the saw today, and it kind of wants to suck everything in when it cuts through. So it was a little scary.
I
It
know,
was a
I
little
know,
scary.
I know. It's just it's like that deli slicer. You always wonder. Thank you, Jamie.
Yep.
You-
I actually cut right through my fingernail on that thing. About the third month I was here.
Ooh.
Yeah, I just looked away for a quick second, and it was already happening. I kind of just
Boy.
let it happen.
Boy, oh boy. Well, you gotta if you're gonna cut, you gotta have something sharp right in the way.
Yep. Well, I'm gonna go
Thank you
ahead and
very
get back
much,
there.
Dakota.
Thank you, Tom.
Thank you.
I'll see you later.
Front page of CityBeat is about the rise and fall of tall stacks. And the story of tall stacks is that it was Ben Bernstein of B&B Riverboats. Ben came in. They owned El Greco for a long time, and they also came in and they bought Mike Fink's. And at the time, Ben just started. He fell in love with the river, and he started buying excursion boats. And when Ben passed away, his sons Alan took over B&B Riverboats. Take care, thank you. And so it was Alan Bernstein that spearheaded the tall stacks, and it's really organizing all the various cities from the Missouri to the Mississippi to Ohio. Every town has an excursion boat, and to organize them to come to a city at the end of the season to sort of capture that last moment of excursions. And it takes that kind of a special person willing to organize it. And I don't know what's happening with Alan. I'm sure he's in the retirement almost now. So we need another riverman to step up and make the tall stacks happen. So I think that's the small piece of information that I know about tall stacks. I grew up on the river. I was a river rat my first job. Hey, Liam. My first job was at the Mike Fink's, and I worked for Captain Beatty, a legendary riverman. So we'll go to the CityBeat music listings to see if there's anything playing nearby. There's Hollywood and Marilyn Manson Experience at Urban Artifact at 9 p.m. It's a Marilyn Manson tribute, and it's free. Take care, thank you. And that's and Top Cats, the Vims, and Sun Delay, and the Thrifters at 8 p.m. at Top Cats. That's over in Short Vine. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe that's in Newport. I think they've opened that up again. Anyway, I'm confused. Sorry, they don't have a. So the Comet, Inert with Never Knew at 10 p.m. at the Comet. Ludlow Garage tonight has the Adam Ezra Group playing at 8:30. It's an Americana. It's 12 to 15. We read the review the other day about Adam Ezra, and who's been compared to Bono and Bruce Springsteen. So you're really looking forward to a fantastic show. Howdy, welcome. Good, good. So that's what's happening at on CityBeat Music. Now we can go to just go to let's go to the internet. We'll just queue up my numerous list of sites to go to. We got 31 tabs. And we usually start out with the GoFundMe page at Clifton Market. It's still at $42.75. The GoFundMe page is kind of a nice way to donate to the market, but the best way to donate to the market is to actually lend them money. So the loans start at $1,000, and you can always get a prospectus and an application in the cart foyer, right there where you get your wipe. There's a literature box supplied by Carol Cohn. Thank you, Carol. So that's the best way to help the market. But at this point, money won't save the market. We need shoppers. If we have the shoppers, we don't need the money. Of course, we will eventually capitalize the market with operating capital that we never gave the market. But without the community support, it's going to be it's impossible. So that's the and we've always gone through what's happening at the Ludlow Garage tonight. Let's go to upcoming events. Howdy. There's Rumpelstiltskin. The second Sunday Family Showtime is coming up from the CCAC. Presented by the Fish Marionettes, and it's October 14th. It's tomorrow from 2 to 3 p.m. It's free for kids, $5 for adults, and it's at the United Methodist Church on 3416 Clifton Avenue, Cincinnati, Ohio. So that it used to be at the Arts Center, but now with the building being taken over by Clifton. Cincinnati Public Schools, they've moved the venue to the Clifton United Methodist Church. It's from 2 to 3 p.m. tomorrow. Costs $5 for adults. It's free for kids. And they're going to show Rumpelstiltskin. It's adapted from the Brothers Grimm. This story teaches the importance of making promises that one can keep and the perils of exaggerating the truth. The show duration is 45 minutes. It's recommended for family audiences of all ages. It starts at 2 p.m. It's free for kids, $5 for adults. Scholarships available. I wonder what that means. Let's go to Reddit and let's look at see what's happening for our Cincinnati. We don't have anything current. Let's go back to let's search Reddit for Clifton. Let's just Clifton Market. They have one of my lives. Turns out that Reddit and Nextdoor does not like an independent person posting videos on. So I've just put the howdy. Welcome to Clifton Market. So let's just search for Clifton, Cincinnati. So now I've taken to just posting the news and my name, and people can they know about the broadcast. Oh my gosh, look at this. I recently had this painting stolen from me, but it was 6 years ago. 1 year ago, 3 years ago. Boy, that's tough. Relevance. Sometimes we have a lot of fun with Reddit, but it looks like this time it's not panning out. Let's go to UC, see who's playing. The Bearcats football team has a bye week this Saturday, so there's nobody playing. Women's tennis is in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Swimming is going on in Akron, Ohio. Men's soccer is at Gettler Stadium at 7 p.m. So that's today. Let's see what's happening tomorrow. October 14th, they have women's volleyball in Wichita, Kansas. We have women's tennis in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Women's soccer versus UConn at Cincinnati at 1 p.m. Tomorrow, women's soccer, UC's women's soccer team versus UConn, Cincinnati at 1 p.m. tomorrow. That's great for the lineup of. Let's go to the CCM website. And we'll see what's playing at CTM. I was just talking to Amy Ryan. She's second in command here at the market, and the shoppers have fallen off once again. We're kind of in a tailspin now, waiting for things to bottom out. So October 11th to 13th, CCM Studio Acting is performing Euricity. We tried to get some more information about that, but it sounds very exciting. But it's hard to say what exactly it is. Next week, on October 17th, we have CCM Wins Series, the Groove Dance. It's going to be at the Patricia Corbett Theater. It's Wednesday, October 17th at 8 p.m. Tickets are available. Let's go back to tabs. Let's see. Let's go to what's playing at the Esquire. Just the other day, on October 10th, they had Blue Velvet. It's part of the UC film series, and I heard there was a big crowd outside. We have Revengeance, October 17th at 7:30. Let's go and see what's going on there. Revengeance. Yeah, all right, thank you, ladies. Howdy. Welcome to Clifton Market. It's October 17th, Wednesday at 7:30. Skype question and answer with Director Bill Plimpton. Synopsis. A low-rent bounty hunter named Rob Rossi, the one-man posse, gets entangled in a web of danger when he takes on a job from an ex-biker, ex-wrestler turned U.S. Senator named Deathface. Presented in partnership with the Cincinnati Film Society. Wow. Can you believe that? That's October 17th, Wednesday at 7:30. There'll be a Skype question and answer with Director Bill Plimpton. Synopsis. A low-rent bounty hunter named Rob Rossi, the one-man posse, gets entangled in a web of danger when he takes on a job from ex-biker, ex-wrestler turned U.S. Senator named Deathface. Awesome. Unbelievable. Next Wednesday. Let's go for show times on today's Saturday the 13th. We're just still loading them. Saturday, October 13th, we have Bad Times at the El Real, Sisters and Brothers, Goshnell, the trial of the America's biggest serial killer, Monsters and Men, Fahrenheit. Howdy, welcome to Clifton Market. 11/9, Black Klansman. A lot of great new movies out. I can't believe it. We'll have to read it. We'll have to read them all. Bad Times at the El Royale. Bad Times at the El Royale. 7 strangers, each with a secret to bury, meet at Lake Tahoe's El Royale, a rundown hotel with a dark past. Over the course of one fateful night, everyone will have a last shot at redemption. Thank you. Thank you for shopping. Before everything goes to hell. All right. Bad Times at the El Royale. And let's see what Sisters and Brothers is about. The Sisters Brothers. The Sisters Brothers, based on Patrick DeWitt's acclaimed novel of the same name, follows 2 brothers, Eli and Charlie Sisters, who are hired to kill a prospector who has stolen from their boss. The story is genre hybrid with comedic elements, takes place in Oregon in 1851. Howdy. The Sisters Brothers. Howdy, welcome to Clifton Market. Unbelievable. November 9th, we have Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey. And that's the lineup from the Esquire. Totally cool. Let's go to the news record. UC's news record. And see if we have a new issue out. We'll just reload it. FC Cincinnati ownership approves stadium concepts. Awesome. Get out and do something, October 12th to 14th. Let's see if they have anything in there about Clifton. National Student Day is October 9th. I guess we missed that. Get out and do something. Let's go to there. Howdy, welcome. Thank you. Nearly Naked Mile celebrates 12th year at Sigma Sigma. Fifth Third Arena renovation nears completion. Get out and do something. Let's go. Gee, I can't even seem to click on that and get anywhere. Okay, here it goes. Friday the 12th, Saturday the 13th. Oh, here, CCM acting. Eurydice. We finally get something about this. The classic Greek myth, Orpheus, is told through a new lens, through Eurydice, the heroine of the story. Dying too young on her wedding day, Eurydice must journey to the underworld, where she reunites with her father and struggles to remember her lost love. She reads the description on the CCM website. Well, that's strange. We were trying to get that. With contemporary characters, ingenious plot twist, and breathtaking poverty, the play is a fresh look at a timeless love story. Students discounts available. It's 8 p.m. Thursday and Friday at 2 p.m. I'm sorry. Thursday and Friday. It's at 8 p.m. On Saturday, it's at 2 p.m. and 8 p.m. on Saturday at the Corbett Theater. All right. Well, we're glad that we finally found out something about Eurydice. You might know that the story was told again in the famous film Black Orpheus. It's a Brazilian film, and it's been retold many times. So that's all we have from let's go to the Clifton's Performance Theater and see if there's something new there. The Clifton Performance Theater is across from CVS in the basement. It's a black box theater. And I don't see anything new there. They've moved some of their performances over to Liberty Hall in Northside. Also, we were really entertained by Improv Cincinnati. In the early part of October, they presented an improvisational piece about Luna in one of J.K. Rowling's characters. Here we have the student experience. Try a fun 2-hour intro to improv workshop. Join the mailing list. And see any Cincinnati's premier improv comedy. Could your team use a boost? They provide things for shows weekly on Saturdays. Let's go to here and see where that is. The Cincinnati Improv. Weekly shows. Shows weekly on Saturday. Okay. Veracity. Improv comedy and true stories. It's Saturday, October 13th, 2018, from 8 o'clock to 9:30. Oh, this is today. And they're still performing at the theater, the Clifton Performance Theater. Improv Cincinnati at Clifton Performance Theater presents an evening of improv comedy and true stories. Veracity welcomes David Clegg, the founder and owner of the Social Sherpa. Hello, welcome to Clifton Market. Hello. Oh, there he is, right there. Hey, we're live on YouTube. You can sit down and say something, Howard.
Sure.
All right. We got a place for you. Things
right there?
No, yeah, you're fine. You can sit on the baby.
Oh,
This is Howard. Welcome.
welcome.
I forgot your last name.
Chronicle.
Chronicle, yes. Well, I've been broadcasting here for about a month now.
I've been seeing that pop up on Facebook.
Yes,
I have so much admiration for the effort that you've made to
Yeah.
reach out and market. It's really very clever.
Well, at the last shareholders meeting, they wanted to have like a phone calling or so to get the word out.
Yeah.
And I realized that to do this broadcast is getting the word out.
It is.
It's incredibly powerful, and a lot of people know about it.
We need to get, and the more, university folks that hear it, the more young people we're going to have in the store. So that's very important. So,
Well, I'm trying to organize like one of those trucks that drive around with the loudspeakers for the candidates.
yeah.
I'm going to do that, and we're going to put some new window treatments, stating our, like going, and then a blank space, or don't give up the ship.
Yeah.
Or other slogans like.
So how much of the store business do you want to talk about on the radio?
Well, we don't need to talk about much store business except the fact that the community has not embraced the store,
Yeah.
and all the money in the world won't,
When we
won't solve
opened
that.
this store, it's too bad we didn't have you here with some of us at this
It might have helped.
front area, because we had a great energy coming through here, and then we lost all the support that we had
Yeah.
from management in that process. And so I felt like we were on the right track, and then we got derailed after about 3 or 4 weeks.
Yeah.
And so it's important that we kind of get back to
True.
what we were doing.
True. We had a great surge with a new store, but it didn't realize to anything. The shoppers have continued to decline, and even with my struggle and effort,
Yeah.
it shows no improvement.
So
None.
you have to ask yourself, in a focus group type manner, we've got 1,800, about 1,800
True.
share owner.
True.
We've got about 200 that shop here regularly, 300.
Well, I learned an interesting fact the other day. I talked to somebody who's very well versed in various community stores around the region.
Yeah.
He said in Lexington they have a store that has 8,000 share owners,
Yeah.
but they don't shop the store either.
Huh. Well,
So it's probably a phenomenon of I wanted to support the store. I bought my share, but that doesn't mean that I'm going to shop here.
Well, we should map all the owners in a GIS, geographical way, and we should draw concentric circles to see how far out you have to go to get to 50% of our owners. And see if that's a mile or 2 miles or 10 miles. We have better insight into the question that you just raised, I think.
True, we have
If most of our members live in this neighborhood and they're not shopping here, we need to ask them what it is they want to see in the store that they're not seeing. I mean, I personally have my sense on what I wanted to see in the store. That I think we need to do a much better job with healthy foods.
True.
And I think we need to start by getting rid of all the trans fats and the pastries,
True.
and we need to use that to communicate to the broader community that Clifton Market is a really healthy, affordable place to buy groceries. And we need to reach out to, local family farmers and other folks so that we aren't paying, the markup of middlemen to get their food in this.
All those things are important, but at this point, we don't have. We're still up against that conundrum of the community is just not stepping up. So many people are supporters, and they say, "I don't care what the store has. I'm coming here."
Yeah.
But that's not everybody. Most people are they're not that way. I mean, it's almost like 80% are not that way. And we're really trying to change society.
Well, we just have to have a conversation with our owners, see what it is on their mind.
With all vast,
You know what's on my mind? You got 1,799 more now.
well, we got, with all my conversation, the only solution I keep on hearing is that, one, we have cut rate products at the lowest possible price in order to capture the third of the people who are really living right hand to mouth, fixed income, older people, struggling individuals, students, and so that we can keep them coming into the store. And that means we got to have just a simplest line of goods, and then we have the other specialty items like the upper scale shopper loves the produce, the deli, the meat, the fish, the sushi, the bakery. We can retain those. Actually, those pay for themselves.
Organic foods. When I shop, I only buy organic foods, and so that's important.
Well, and we have.
You see that in Kroger's. Kroger's now has a Simple Truth organic food in almost every segment.
Yes.
Yeah. Which a few years ago, I'd walk into Kroger's, there wasn't a single thing that I bought that they sold. When I mentioned this to my Kroger friends, I'd say, this has got to be the stupidest thing I've seen in the world. I'd be happy to support hometown businesses, but there's not a thing that I buy that this Kroger store with 100,000 items sells. And,
I'll have to make you a button, Howard. You want me to put your name on a button?
Sure.
Okay, great. Well, we're trying to work this puzzle. It's going to be very interesting.
So is this before a judge right now, or where are we?
I think we're really in the situation of
You might want to edit this.
No, there won't be any editing. We're in a situation now where we have a store, but it may just move over to another owner, someone who would come in and just buy the whole thing and still have a grocery store here.
Yeah.
So it would be a jump start.
So in our negotiations with our bank,
But we would still.
is there a judge involved? Is this
No,
is
no,
there a
it's
legal
not.
action that's been filed?
No, they're just. I think that it's. Once again, even if let's say somebody came in and just bought the store, and they would still have the problem of people patronizing it. It wouldn't be a community-owned store, but it would still have the problem of the community tends to get in their car and go to Whole Foods.
Well, if you live near here, this is a really convenient location. First of all, I don't know why we don't have Wi-Fi here in the evening.
Well, I've been trying to figure that out, but in the interim,
That's just an incompetence.
well,
Sometimes I think there's people that are working against this project, actively working against this project.
I don't think so.
I
There you go, Howard.
appreciate that.
I really think it's, as time goes by, the staff is getting smaller and smaller, and there's just no, I'm working on getting the Wi-Fi turned on, but, the staff has just been reduced. I got people working on it. It's just a switch in the program.
Just call Spectrum, tell them for $20 a month you want the Wi-Fi.
Well, from all my IT people, they say this is not an issue. It's something that's not been a checkbox clicked in your the way it's set up. So it's just another aspect of the store opened without a corporate. There was no corporate marketing. There's no corporate direction. It was the community was to supply the direction, and the community is having to learn on the job. So that's what we're learning. We're learning on the job. Yeah. Everybody is becoming sort of like an expert in being a grocer.
Well,
I've learned a lot about being a grocer. You really got to admire the people that are here. They're really well versed in pulling it off, but they're kind of shocked at the non-support.
well, most of the ground level people I meet, I like. What's our time frame now? What's the calendar look like going forward?
Oh, I think the market can sustain itself for another month, but then something's going to happen.
And what's the name of our bank?
Oh, I don't remember any of
It was,
those.
it's like Cooperative Bank or
Yes, that's true. We've had, but the banks they've stuck their neck out.
something. Yeah.
I'm sure they're kind of perplexed too that the community has not embraced the store.
Well, I think there are people, when people in the community put $200 into the store and a bunch of people put thousands in, so
Right.
they've embraced having a store here. And so,
Well,
and so if they're not shopping here, then it's because
they like choices. They like other choices.
It's because they don't feel their needs aren't being met by the store.
Well, if they want to go to Jungle Gym or Trader Joe's, there's a lot of items there that we don't have. So
Also, there's a lot of vitriol in this community about getting this store open. The irony is that this was an empty piece of blight for years,
Yeah.
4 or 5 years.
yes, it took a long.
Whenever I see a new business starting out, I generally patronize them and support those entrepreneurs working forward. Only in Clifton will you get a group of hardworking people addressing a problem that has plagued this business district like a cancer for 6 years, and literally filled this metastasizing part of the business district. The business district was dying, and and a bunch of folks come out of the woodwork to fight and campaign against it, and in that process, unfortunately, some of them stepped across the line and did some things that may not bear the scrutiny of legality, and so.
Well, I've learned.
From the outset, there's been a large campaign against the store, and
That's
so-
how I kind of describe it. It's like Clifton versus Clifton Market. There's this. Everybody in Clifton they have something against the market.
Well,
I mean, at least 75%, since they don't shop here.
not an expert on the
And I really-
sociodynamics.
I really don't think that they
Cliftonian,
they have any
Cliftonite dysfunction, but
well how we can send out goodwill and bring those shoppers in. That's the thing that keeps me up at night. That's
Yeah.
what I'm trying to. I mean, I can organize a truck to go around the Clifton with a loudspeaker. I can put in yard signs in everybody's yard. I can do all this, but it's not going to change. There's something else. There's something soulfully changed. There's some sort of
how many people have you talked to on your radio show?
50.
50. So another 1,750, and I think we'll be on our way here.
Well, I'm preaching to the choir here because people come in the store and they're obviously they went over the threshold. They're on the other side. They're for the market. I need to go to the Plaza or to the bulletin board and broadcast there, and then I can see people who don't come to.
It's not just Clifton Market. We had our CCAC shut right off the street too. So, you know,
That's tough.
the
That's tough.
dysfunction in this community is
Well, it's
pretty ugly.
it's the Arts Center just got into a rough spot there, losing its building. It's going to rise from the ashes
Where
somehow.
do you think it'll be?
It's very hard to say.
Yeah.
It doesn't. It's very grim now. but-
Maybe we should put them in here.
Well, in many ways, it's possible.
Maybe we should give them
But that brings up another
enough
point.
square
No,
footage to put them.
the store has enough room for a bank, a little medical center. You could put a Starbucks in here.
You know,
you could have
I'm not a big fan of the Kroger model where you put 6 people in food places.
I understand, but it's
I think
a model
one
that
day we're going to have a plague, and we're going to regret that we've got all of these food markets attached to
banks and
attached
medical clinics, and
attached to medical clinics with sick people coming.
eyeglass department. I mean, it's possible. We could have an eyeglass department here. It's just a way to make the store viable.
Now, you know, the Banana Sun guy made an offer to us to put a Banana Sun location in for our fruit bar that pretty much got screwed over by the management of the store. So, and we have burned bridges with a number of suppliers. You know, when I worked on the campaign team, I went out and I talked to a lot of folks in building partnerships.
Mhm.
And so I get a lot of feedback that this management team that we have here is alienated, really done some just
I
awful things in those relationships.
I think we're moving past that.
I think we need a new management team.
I think the board that is and the staff that is not the problem.
Well,
We-
I've had
we-
a chance to work with them, and I think that they are half the problem. So, give or take a few points.
Well, the elephant in the room is the lack of shoppers.
Yeah, but it takes someone like me who worked his heart out to open this store, who,
But you still shop here all the time.
yeah, but this.
So they didn't turn you off to shop here.
Most of the food that I buy is not from this store
Oh, I see. I didn't know that.
because this store doesn't really provide the service I need in the organic segments that I.
Well, I'm sorry, but
And-
obviously there are many people like you.
Yeah, well,
You're probably like the poster child for the person we need to win over.
and so I come here, there just aren't many things that I buy that are.
So we need to convert you.
We need to make some changes around here. We need to get rid of all the trans fats in the pastry, because I'm not going to buy pastries with partially hydrogenated.
it does well. The pastries pay for itself.
But I'm not going to buy pastries with partially hydrogenated.
I understand, but
And so we need to. And so if you want to get someone
maybe
like
there
me,
might be a couple over there for you.
You wanna get
Is there
someone-
like 1 or 2 items over there
we
that,
gotta tweak.
that are okay?
We gotta tweak some of the ingredients over there so that they draw in high
You sure there's not
quality,
one pastry over there that
health-conscious
fits your protocol?
food advocates.
there must be at least one pastry here.
And it's more than just
What were
that.
you just eating? Where did that come from?
Clifton Natural Foods.
Oh, cool, cool.
Yep. This was actually made, these Peace Bakeries. What is this? This is Peace Street Bakeries is made by someone that I used to work with in my math camp. That was one of the caterers that provided healthy foods to the children that we worked with.
Well, that's a good shout out for Clifton Natural Foods. And with that, I'm going to have to say goodbye. We've run out of time. But Howard, it's a great interview. We need people like you to stop in and shed a little light on things.
All right, hopefully I didn't make you too uncomfortable.
Oh gosh, no.
I really value having you here.
No, I'm excited. I'm out of